medieval man. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Why do you keep touching me? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Why do you keep touching me? What do you want? What do you want? Why do you keep touching me? In the age of chaos, in the age of chaos, in the age of chaos, two factions battle for dominance. In the age of chaos, in the age of chaos, in the age of chaos, two factions battle for dominance. Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
Apologies for being late.
You are fine. The only late thing here
Go ahead.
is...
Yes?
You
You had a joke, and now you've lost it.
Yeah, the only late thing here is,
Hello? We can edit this in post, it's fine.
the punchline. Anyway,
I was talking about the Mariners. Sorry, I got distracted.
it's fine.
They're doing poorly.
Welcome to Impossible Creatures, Relkin.
I've never heard of this game before.
This is the game they made after Homeworld.
So that timed very well with you both saying that, which got me to laugh, but then also seeing the cover art.
Yeah. No, this is the game they made after Homeworld.
God, that has, like, strong 90s sci-fi novel energy to it. Like, have you ever heard of the Foreigner series? Foreigner by C.J. Sherrod.
I believe so.
Very strong, like, the artistic style. Not the Crab Tiger, but...
So here's the other part of this, is that this is the engine they would use for Dawn of War. And I believe some of Company of Heroes 1. But yes, this was 2003, I believe? 2002, 2003?
That's the perfect time for these RTSs, right when
Yep.
the genre was drying up.
Yeah. So, well, this is Impossible Creatures. I'm just going to start this intro, and you are going to be amazed.
Yeah, I'm going to turn on audio. Hello, Mika. What is this music? Sorry, I shouldn't talk. I'm just going to hear myself.
It's the 30s.
From the Journal of Rex Chance, dated June 8th, 1937. For years, I thought my father was dead. Dr. Eric Chanikoff, the infamous scientist who disappeared almost 30 years ago after being exiled from the scientific community. All I knew of him is what a handful of old newspaper clippings told me, and that's never been enough. Until today, when I received a letter that turned my world upside down. My son, at last I found you. I've been on these islands for years, working in exile, to protect both you and myself. But I'm growing old. I'm sure I have many years left, but I don't want to take any chances. I want
Why did he develop an
to look on
accent?
the face of my son
No, it's his
before it's
father.
too late.
Oh.
Upton Julius, the man who saved my life and has been my confidant all these years, found you at my request. I want you to know the truth. Your father, Dr. Eric Chanikoff. I follow the coordinates.
What does this have to do with the tiger that has lobster claws?
It's like it's an Island of Dr. Moreau kind of thing.
A stretch of virtually unknown islands, nearly 1,000 miles long, lost in the vastness.
Is this
of the
one of those
South
games
Pacific,
where
and
the
owned
cover
by
thing
the
isn't
wealthy
actually in the game?
industrialist.
Is this like the Hillbilly
there
or
is.
whatever that game was?
This game's central gimmick is a weird thing, in that it's about unit customization.
Okay.
Very
Like
modular
Geneforge.
unit creation. Don't mind the Jaggies.
The building had been deserted. There were no signs of my father.
What they say about games with a good frame rate, right?
Yeah.
This looks fine.
Ah!
Oh no, Nathan Drake. Be careful.
That's right. It's a scorpion wolf.
You spoiled it for me. By seconds. What's it gonna do with the pipe?
I mean, for in-engine stuff, this is pretty impressive for
Yeah, no, this
03.
looks good.
But yeah, I believe this was between Homeworld 1 and 2, and right That sounds right.
Wasn't there a Homeworld 3 that just came out?
Yeah, there was.
Rather beautiful, aren't they?
Okay.
They're products of the Sigma technology. The perfect blending
Oh,
of
more
two
of them, great.
separate animals. Far superior to anything you'd find in nature.
Interesting, pets. Look, I'm obviously in the wrong place. I'm looking for a man.
Yes. You're here to find Dr.
I have the
Chanakov,
IMDb now.
your long-lost father.
What's going on here? Who are you?
Upton Julius at your service.
Upton Julius? Aren't you a friend of my father? Where is he?
You should be more concerned about yourself, Mr. Chance.
I've got no quarrel with you, so you can call off your crossbreeds.
Crossbreeds. So narrow-minded. The Sigma technology does far more than crossbreed. It combines fears, Mr. Chance. Compounds terrors. A fact you'll
Is he
understand
getting more
soon
southern
enough.
with every passing minute?
Collect him. He must be alive, but he needn't be intact.
Easy. Stay back.
Is that a hoverboat train?
Doc! Get on!
Get him! Get him!
Hurry! I'm out of darts!
This is voiced by Kathleen Barr.
Dr. Willing, you'll pay for your interference and betrayal, and I will
Long
capture
history in
Mr.
animation,
Chance
not really in video
regardless.
games though.
I don't know who you are, miss, but thanks.
I'm Dr. Lucy Willing, a friend and colleague of
And
your
that's the
father.
only person I
know
recognize
my
from this game.
father?
From the 4 voice actors in this
Where
game.
is he?
Yes,
What was that?
Damn it! The fans have overheated. We must have blown a rotor.
What can I
So
do?
this is
Just hold
an
on.
RTS?
Yes.
Okay. This is a long build-up.
I mean, to be fair, they were trying stuff.
Why does the vibe of this has very strong like Crimson Skies energy.
Yeah,
to it.
they're trying to do like Pulp Fiction, like.
Was that a
Good
typical
fiction.
landing?
Don't start with
A
me,
man's
Mr. Chance.
man.
Oh, my lab! It's going to take forever to get all this
Man's
damage
man and a
repaired.
woman's man.
I'm sorry to be so much trouble, but I need to know what's going on here.
I can explain everything, but first I need your help if we're going to survive.
You saved my skin. I'll be happy to help any way I can.
Also,
I'll
yeah,
need some
low
time
life
to
Ty
repair
France
the
has
lab so we
been.
can get off this island.
Uh,
But Upton's
not
guns
what I
have been
thought he was
working
gonna be
for
a
us.
couple years
There's
ago.
a village not too far from here. They've no love for Julius and his men, and may
Trying
offer
to
to
limit
help
the
us.
baseball talk.
Also, check the immediate area for animals, and use your
Nishitani.
dart rifle to collect
Sorry,
a
they
genetic sample
they
from them.
lost a
We
game
can
today.
use
They
those samples
really
to
shouldn't
put
have
together
lost.
some creatures to defend ourselves. Grab the dart gun and radio.
All right,
an
we gotta
incredibly embarrassing
get
one.
some samples from some creatures, shove them together.
Objective,
So
boss.
is your character
We have to build
usable,
creatures?
or is this more like he's
You
a
mean like
commander
those
back in the
monsters
days?
that attacked me?
Combined
guess I'm about to
creatures
see.
are a scientific marvel. Hardly monsters.
Okay, we
What's
have
it,
3
claws,
color-coded
poison tail, giant
resources.
pincers? I don't have a
Power.
dictionary handy, but monsters
Power,
seems appropriate.
coal, power, electricity, and
I'm on
pop
it.
cap.
Okay, pop. I love their games.
All right. Objectives: have Lucy start gathering coal. Take Rex to the village.
Right away.
Are they gonna do anything
If
with
you ever
that
want to
bottom
know
left?
what to do
Because that
next,
feels like
just
a
click
pretty
on the
colossal
objectives
waste of
button.
space.
Rex Chance at your service.
His name's Rex Chance. All right, we got Mountain Lion.
Objective done. Great work, boys. We got new objectives.
Animals show up in
Oh no! So you find regular monsters, and then you forcibly splice them
There's
into.
gray dots so you can see where they are.
Oh, this is
Objective
dark.
done. Great work, boys.
Great
We're supposed to feel good about these people, right?
We're going to need to gather some resources to build our creatures. There's a coal pile nearby that we can collect from. What would you have me do? To gather, just select me and right-click on the coal pile. Or you can issue the same order from the taskbar.
Objective done. Great work, boys.
Ready for action.
Yeah, I still really just want to know what that bottom left area is for. I see a thing down there for the reload. You think that's like an abilities bar? Is this more like Warcraft 3? Like small group sizing, but they
I
have
think
abilities?
so. I think it's small groups of like bespoke creatures.
No problem.
Again, it's all coming back to Gene Forge.
Let's
All right,
go.
we gotta collect the
I'm on
coyote.
it. Let's go.
Yeah, you do.
No problem.
Saw that Simpsons episode.
Right. I'm on it.
One that gave me
Sounds like a
nightmares.
plan. No problem.
Marge, that was forever facing the other direction even as he spun around her. I legitimately got nightmares about that for years.
Objective done. Great work, boys.
Sounds like a plan.
So yeah, instead
No
of
problem.
Okay. Oh, so you just like
good.
Hello.
What are you doing to them at a
What
distance?
do
Are you
you
shooting
want?
them or are you
I'm
You speak
collecting
English?
samples.
Oh, you're scanning them or
Me?
something.
Friend.
Oh boy, Inuit
We
people.
need help.
I'm sure I need to
You
turn the sound
don't
for this.
say.
Our magical flying
Oh
machine
God.
is, broken.
You mean that hover train your lady friend has been hiding here for the last week? We've been meaning to talk to you about that. Ever since she's shown up, it's caused us nothing but grief.
Okay, the joke is
Two
that
men are
he's
looking
being
for her. They're
racist.
sending crazy
Yeah, okay, I'm
beasts.
okay with
They
that.
smash our igloos and eat
That's
our
alright.
sled dogs. We had to build a fire in the pass just to keep the animals back and stay alive.
I don't know what you could
But
really
we're running
expect from a
out
guy
of wood.
named Rex
There's
Chance.
the
That's
big
very
beast up
clearly
there
not
at
his
Temple
given
who's
name.
developed a real taste for sled dogs. And we're all out of sled dogs. Say, why don't you help us out and get out of here?
Believe me,
This
we're
is so
trying.
weird.
Listen, you mentioned two men looking for the lady I'm with. If I help you fight off those animals, will you tell me what you know about them?
I guess so. But hurry, we don't have much time.
So I know in multiplayer, it's very much
Lucy, those villagers said you've been holding out.
Is this
here
like
for
a game of
while.
countering in multiplayer? Like,
in
a lot
multiplayer
just, like-
you build an
What have
army
I gotten
loadout.
myself into?
Julius showed up about a week ago and took your father. I was out on a survey.
So
They're
like you can
responsive,
custom
Capture.
build an army.
Julius has been looking for me ever since.
Why?
Oh, actually, I wonder if that
honestly
makes this
don't
kind of
know.
similar to
Just
Dragon
that all
Shard in that
this
manner.
started
Because a lot of
shortly
that
after
game
your
is,
father sent a letter to you.
at least in
That's how I knew
multiplayer,
you
from
were
what I can
coming.
tell, is like
My hope
rebuilding
is
your
that you could
base
help
to
me
make
find him.
different
He means a great deal to me.
To me
guys
too.
or to make the same
do
one
what I
but
can,
stronger or whatnot.
How can we fight off Upton's creatures?
I feel like that could make
creatures
for an
of our
interesting
own.
multiplayer
Sounds like a
experience,
plan.
but
New
something tells me
objective,
neither of
boss.
those games had much in the way of communities.
No problem.
Yeah, you know, I don't. I know there are still people who play.
That shouldn't be a problem. For science.
Rex
Seeing as
Chance
this is
at
the
your
first I've ever
service.
heard of impossible
Right.
creatures, and I'm pretty sure that I have never heard anybody talk about Dungeons and Dragons Dragon Shard other than you, only after I brought it up in the first place.
Now to be
Combined
fair,
creatures
I
like the
have
ones
owned that game
Julius
since
had
it has
are a
been on
product of
GOG.
the Sigma technology. Something Dr. Chanikoff and I have been working on for several years. With this lab, we can use the samples
yeah,
of the
it-
animals you've
people
collected to
play,
design combined creatures to defend our
That
base.
mod for
Press the Army
Soulstorm.
Management button to go to the Army Builder screen.
All right, time to army builder screen. Combiner, select animal.
Soulstorm.
Yeah. It's called what is it? The Annihilation mod or something.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like the Oddworld game.
No, not. It's a mod for Soulstorm. I forgot what it's
Okay,
called.
here's a good question. Does this pause the game when you're in this menu?
I mean, I think it does in single player. Yeah, because in multiplayer you are in multiplayer you pre-build your army loadout.
Oh, so you do this beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
So you see,
Actually, that sounds bad then. Because that means isn't like in a lot of ways the
I think
battle
you-
already determined. Like obviously
I
my
don't
group
know.
can make a big difference, but if you happen to just build, like have a build
all
that
right,
the other
we
person's
combine
counter
the
towards.
coyote with the porcupine, and
The Kyorka kind.
yeah, the poor coyote.
Poor coyote. That is indeed a poor coyote right there, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. So you know, we get the quills. You see.
Did somebody just play a Volva and go like, I've got a great idea for an RTS? Speaking of dubious third-person shooters, if you ever need fodder for that idea.
Oh, dubious. Yeah, I'm aware of. I'm aware of a Volva.
And play Inversion.
All right, so. Let's see.
And so you're adding like different traits and stuff. I will say this is neat. I can see why they like at some point somebody had all of the things put together and like look what you can do, and somebody must have gone like, yeah, you could make a game here.
All right, and now we combine the mountain lion with the coyote for a mountain lyote.
It's a bad name. Oh, its head seems too big on that body.
Yeah.
Like the neck is too skinny.
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Selective breeding of dogs and other animals is bad.
It's fine. Bo's very fluffy and he loves me. But what if we just shoved the mountain lion and the coyote together?
God. Okay, here's the question: can you include the poor coyote and the mountain lion together?
And design some creatures. Great job. Now
How many
you can
times
build
can you
creatures
do
of
this
that
before
type
it becomes
anytime you
pointless?
want from the creature chamber. As long as we have enough resources, that is.
Excellent. I should send some creatures to defend the village. Those fires were getting pretty low.
Maybe we need to design some tougher, meaner animals, Rex. If you click on the lab, there's some new research available.
Yeah, for an
that will
idiot, this
enable
guy
us
sure
to
is
build
just
level
taken to
2
this entire
creatures.
impossible creatures thing with aplomb.
We got no
Yeah.
objectives.
Ready
It's
for action.
it's a
I love eugenics, says Rex Chance,
yeah.
an MD in phrenology.
Yeah.
What's next? No problem.
What would you have me do? Right away.
Rex Chance at your service. Let's go. Sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Oh, I see. It
Ready
will
for
tell me if I
action.
already have the creature's
Right.
DNA or not.
Well, I guess it makes sense why they let you make the load up
Research is
beforehand, because the
complete.
process of getting this going seems like it takes a while. I feel like even if you knew what you wanted to do, there's still a lot of clicks involved.
Yeah.
Yes?
Relics made a lot of really good games, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shouldn't be a problem.
They made a lot
Surely.
of really good games.
Rex
Yeah.
Chance at your service. Sounds like a plan.
And we're only going to look at the best of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't have anything else planned. Uh-oh.
Fires are
untoward.
dying out.
Oh no! We gotta.
Gotta save those people.
Your building is complete.
Took too long.
No, it's fine.
Now they're all dead.
How can I help you? For science.
It's up to us. It's up to Rex Chance to write their story.
Ready for action.
The
It's only
critters are
he
under
can.
attack.
Oh, so in this
The critters
game,
are under
electricity is one of
attack.
those things where if you make a generator or something that's just constantly giving energy, there's no cap or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty.
And then she's just
generous.
she's my coal mistress. Don't worry about it.
I don't like that term.
What part?
Those two,
Rex
both those
Chance
words
at your
together are fine,
service.
but you put them
I'm on
together
it.
and it sounds like a term
What would you have me do?
a
What's
rich
next?
white man would use.
No
for
My
problem.
his,
coal
The
mistress?
critters are under attack.
Yeah,
I'm
for
on
his.
it. Right.
Okay, but the true test of this game. Braid, how's the attack move?
great.
It functions?
Yeah.
Okay, video game confirmed.
The critters are under attack.
Oh, they shoot their spines?
Yeah, they
critters
because
are
they got
under
that
attack.
porcupine DNA.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Need more frontline.
The critters are under attack.
Ready for action.
I'm still just entranced
I'm
with
on
that
it.
cover art. It's so
Objective
good.
done. Great work, boys.
That's like shitpost territory.
Yeah.
Now that those creatures are dealt with.
What if I told you
tell me what
Microsoft
know about
published
those
this?
men.
All right.
That's great. Yes,
We're
I see
on the
them in
next
the
island
front.
over. The water between the two islands freezes most nights, which is when they send their creatures.
So we can probably expect some company by morning. Lucy, can we get the repairs done by then?
Yes, but we don't have enough fuel to get the lab off the ground.
Fuel? There's plenty of fuel on the other
I
islands.
do feel like the
Great.
most
Thanks.
I feel like the game's
Okay,
concept
bye-bye
is the
now.
thing that earns it a place here, not
Ain't really
necessarily
troublesome people.
the game in practice, because this just seems competent.
Yeah. I mean, this is
I mean, it's Relic. They've never made an incompetent game.
no. They've never made a bad video game,
Before that
except
was
for the
first level.
outfit for the Xbox 360.
I'm not even aware of that one. What? The outfit?
From the
Yeah.
Journal of Rex Chance. June
Oh, you want
13th,
you want me to get that?
1937.
It's back compat.
It's only been a day since I've arrived on the island.
Another third-person
Feels like a
shooter
week.
of
I haven't
potentially
slept at
dubious
all.
quality.
Somehow
It's
I'm
not a
not feeling
third-person
tired.
shooter. It's an RTS.
Lucy and I have been working around the clock.
I'm
trying
sorry.
to
I
repair
blame
the
I
hovercraft.
blame the Google.
This thing is practically
thing on the
held
right.
together with chewing gum and baling wire, with each repair causing 2 more problems.
Brayden, how do you feel about motion comics?
There's a depot on the next
They're
island,
great
but
ways
it's also
to
a fairly
convey
obvious place for us to
cutscenes when you don't
walk
have
into an
the
ambush.
budget.
A budget? Well, I feel like this guy's. I feel like his race changes from cutscene to
A
gameplay.
flying train? You're kidding, right?
Does that make any sense? I feel like the
Look
way
at
they
these
draw
guys.
him- Oh no!
Hey, boss.
There's the fuel depot.
It should be easy to get there. The ice has bridged the strait.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
What do you mean?
Look, that's gonna mean trouble. Back to the lab. Pick up your feet.
These guys are really deranged looking.
Hmm?
It's very.
Right away.
New objective, boss.
I will name him George, and I will hug him
Chance,
and pet him
at your
and
service.
squeeze him.
All right,
Let's
gotta
go.
collect the lemming and the
no
wolf.
problem. Right.
Don't put those. They're the size is
I'm
wrong.
on it. No problem.
I'm sorry. Do you want to
Sounds like a
support
plan.
science?
No. Well, not this. Oh no, I guess this is the science
got
I
the
want
skunk.
to support. I am on record as being
Let's
more
go.
interested in a biologic technology
I'm on it.
dystopia than I am a cybernetic dystopia.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh no, no, no! Heads up! Those beasts are coming!
I just didn't think I'd be alive to
Ready
see it.
for action. I'm on it. Rex Chance at your service.
They're gonna
What
keep.
would you
They're gonna
have me
keep
do?
The lab is being
this Inuit
boss.
tragedy thing going on.
Yeah. All right, we need a tier 1 creatures. So we're combining the coyote with the skunk.
Can you not use your old ones?
No, I can, but I need to tech up first.
Ah. You know what? The coyote and the skunk doesn't actually look.
The koyunk.
They didn't put much thought into how you could. Okay, now it looks way worse.
Yeah,
God.
but it's got a defensive cloud, and it has keen sense.
Ready for action.
The critters are under attack.
Right.
Lucy's being attacked.
How can I help you? For science. What would you have me do?
The lab is being attacked, boss. The critters are under
So in
attack.
this lull, because I'm on ad right now, so I have no idea what's happening. I did beat Wargroove, and I am much more positive on that game on the other end of it than I was for the first half of it. I think that game's similarities to Advanced
The lab
Wars
is
does
being
it no
attacked,
favors,
boss.
What's
and all
next?
the things about
Let's
that
go.
game that make it different from Advanced Wars make it a better game.
Right.
I think a
Rex
big
is
part of
being
that is you
attacked.
go into it and there's so
No
many
problem.
parallels with like
The critters
specific
are under
units
attack.
with Advanced
like a
Wars that
plan.
you get thinking that you should just play it like that game, and you really can't from any end.
Rex Chance at your service.
Yeah,
no problem.
I think on the other end of it, I'm a pretty big
Right.
fan of Wargroove.
No
about the sequel.
problem.
I'll play that at some point.
All right, we got Lemming DNA.
Objective done. Great work, boss.
Lemmies can dig?
It's great. Shaq is trying to convince me to go on a vacation I can't afford.
Hey, it's me, Shaq. I'm a large man.
Remember when I was famous for doing something?
Hey.
Instead of being famous for being famous?
Hey now, he's famous for being on television.
Oh, why are its feet different? I see the biological technology dystopia I want is just like hospital beds being replaced with like weird
Ready
amniotic
for
filled
action.
sacks we go
Let's
into
go.
and emerge
The lab is
better.
being attacked, boss.
That's what I
Come
want. I don't
on.
want any of this. Like, don't mess around with the creatures. Spaceships replaced by weird, like, living organisms.
Good job. But that fuel
What if
isn't
instead
getting
of
here by
Event
itself.
Horizon, we just got
Why
into
don't
a
I just
Zerg
go over
overlord
there and
instead?
ask nice?
Why don't you, Mr. Chance? Yes?
Please.
Just get in there,
Call
that
me
sticky
Rex.
mess, and just
That shouldn't be a problem.
go to another planet. You know, Braden, sometimes I feel like you're not into my very specific and gross ideas of what the future should be.
I just think turning everyone to a biomechanical
The
monstrosity
critters
is
are under attack.
an acceptable way to live your life.
Oh, I see. So we're actually
What's next? Right.
we're at a crossroads here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. All that Cronenberg stuff, 100%
Rex
behind
Chance at your service.
it. Just
Come
shove
on.
that videotape directly
No
into your stomach.
problem.
You watched
Let's
Hardcore
go.
Henry and thought, yeah,
Sounds like a plan.
that could be
Critters are
me.
under attack.
I'm on it. Let's go.
What was that other one? Upgrade.
Hardcore Henry is the one.
The critters are under attack.
The first person movie.
Yeah.
What's next? Sounds like a plan.
That movie's a lot more entertaining, I think, than I have any right to be.
I'm on it.
Although it's one of those movies that's like I'm not sure why you guys had to do this in English. 'Cause
Rex
nobody
Chance at your service.
nobody
Critters
speaks
are under
English well.
attack.
Maybe that improves it. I don't know.
All right.
What's that gas cloud?
critters are
I'm
under
using the power of
attack.
the skunk
Ready.
tail.
Right.
Not since the camel farting of
Rex
Empire
is being
3.
attacked.
Sounds like
Now
a plan.
Rex is
had-
being attacked.
Let's go.
Weaponized flatulence again.
Rex is being attacked.
Rex
Can Rex
Chance
fight?
at your service.
No.
He doesn't have a
Right.
gun?
He has a
Let's-
tranquilizer
being
gun to collect
attacked.
samples.
No
That's-
problem.
That's not going to get it done.
I'm on it.
I refuse to believe that a guy named Rex
Right.
Chance, a guy that changed
Rex
legally
is being
changed his
attacked.
name to Rex Chance, does not own a big game hunter's
Rex is
rifle.
being attacked.
Ready
For the purposes of
action.
this video
Level
game,
2 research is complete.
Rex is being
You say
attacked.
Rex Chance, and I think of the hunter from the Jumanji movie.
What's next? No problem. Sounds like a plan.
it took me a second to remember. Oh, right, you mean the original
Lucy's
Jumanji,
being attacked.
Yes,
not the
not
one.
either of its sequels. I'll be
Not-
back in a second.
Those movies are actually fun,
Lucy's being
even if
attacked.
they are also, let's say,
Critters are
perhaps
under attack.
peak. I'm super done with The Rock. You know, Rex, if you could collect
Ready
coal
for
too,
action.
you'd be a lot more
Right.
useful. I feel like my econ is suffering.
Sorry about that. I desperately need water as it is approaching 90.
Yeah, that's
Which
too
is-
hot.
Too hot, especially since it was like 79 yesterday.
Ready. No
Too
problem.
much for one day.
Let's go.
Okay, I see.
Come
Now
on.
I will be able to get henchmen, and they're your worker units. I understand now.
I guess it gives you a good idea of what the, I guess the focus of the game is, and that worker units weren't your first unit.
It's fine. Some more poor coyotes.
Ugh. Well, maybe with this technology we can save the bees.
Apparently bees are fine.
I don't believe it.
Are you just...
Are people mistaking them with
Ready
wasps?
for action.
No, apparently bees are fine.
I surrender. Please, don't let your creatures eat me.
Give us some of your fuel and I won't let them hurt you.
Big corporations want you to think.
Sure, sure. I'll even carry it for you. But you and your creatures will have to protect me. I don't like being eaten.
Oh no. Oh, and he's way
Objective
shorter than I
done.
thought he'd be.
Great work, boys.
Why does he look like
Ready.
this?
We got new objectives.
Let's go. What's next?
Why does his torso
No
account for like
problem.
70% of his height?
Because he's a thug. Because he's a henchman.
He's the guy from Evil Islands. Before he got a monocle.
Ready, boys. The critters are under attack.
Yeah, once again, I can't
The
stress enough.
critters are under attack.
Smooth frame rate. Even makes these like old ass, like crummy polygonal stuff look good.
The critters are under attack. Boss. You're the boss.
The boss,
All
boss.
The
Hey, I'm
critters are under
fracking
attack.
over here.
Me and the boys.
This coal pile has been depleted.
Oh no!
But if I were to tell you I've almost finished DACA Squadron, that mobile game,
I would say happy for
it's
you.
alright. It's honestly totally alright.
I
Ready, boys.
Fight some
Objective
Necrons.
done.
We did
Great
it.
work, boss.
And beat another
I
level?
got scares.
Oh, do you ever?
Charming. This'll keep us flying for a while.
I done good then?
Yeah. Look, I've got a proposition for you.
But geez, I'm flattered, Mr. Chance, but I don't, I mean, I ain't into, you know.
Oh, look, friend, it's nothing like that. You seem like a competent guy. How would you like to work for us?
I don't like Julius one bit, but if I work for you, he'll send Whitey after me.
What's a whitey?
He's referring to Whitey Hooten, Julius's head thug who keeps all the men in line. Most of them hate Julius, but do what he says
not
because they're
Whitey.
afraid of the consequences.
Listen, buddy. If you help us out, I promise I'll protect
Oh yeah,
you.
Lum, up close.
Well, they'd probably kill me
Everybody
for failing
other
to
than
capture
the
yous
two
anyway,
lead characters'
so,
character models look like a
Okay,
nightmare.
I'll help
Yeah,
you.
they're impossible
There's a building
creatures.
over at the base that
From
you
a
might
distance,
wanna look
though.
at. It makes the beast extra tough.
Smooth frame rate.
If we were sending them over
Yes.
to torment them villages real bad. I feel awful about it too, but
Has there been
I'm a
anything on
changed man.
GDQ you've been interested in seeing?
Yes.
Which I think just ended, or is about
Yes,
to?
it just ended.
Hold on.
I watched
Set
the
down somewhere closer to the enemy base.
the
You'll see
Kaizo
we're not
Mario
quite
Galaxy
done here
run,
yet. Let's
or
locate this structure and
exhibition,
clear those
rather.
islands once and
I
for
had no
all.
idea that even existed.
It seems real fucky.
I would imagine.
So as far as I can tell, it's the same stars, but in pretty much every single star they've added something.
I don't think it's a good idea to
shitty.
stick around, Rex.
Objection noted. But I don't want Whitey's goons attacking the village the moment we leave, and I'm gonna need you to look at this structure. The henchmen can gather the coal, and we'll go spoil Whitey's fun.
I
Say
should
how
have
far
stayed
along
in
is their
school.
archives.
I'm tired.
Oh
of
yeah, they get
shipping
these up
coal.
fast now, huh?
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
pal.
Oh yeah.
You can recruit more of us.
I'm so
from
used
the
to having
lab,
to.
but,
I mean, I'm sure
we
it's
don't
been
work
fast for years
free.
now, but
It's gonna
back in the
cost
2010s, I was
New
just having to
objective,
wait
boss.
pretty
Ready,
considerable amount of
boss.
time because they would
We
put
got
up like
new
the full
objectives.
archive.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm not gonna scroll through shit.
Rex Chance at your service. Right.
Objective done.
Oh, by the
Great
way,
work,
there's a
boss.
GDQ run for Trails into Reverie.
Yeah, there
Took
is.
them 90
Sounds like a
minutes.
plan.
I'm gonna guess
Come
it's
on
one
it.
of those three
Right.
stories, and it is not in fact
on
all
it.
three.
No
Oh, I
problem.
can't imagine that be the case. And
Right.
I'm seeing a picture
No
of Lloyd, so yeah.
problem.
I imagine Lloyd probably gets shafted. Nobody
Let's
knew the
go.
crossbow games in the States.
Sounds like a plan. What's next? No problem. Right. Let's go.
I can't watch RPG speedruns. Like,
No,
unless it's
I
like
think
under
most
an
of them
hour or
are-
something.
Chance at your service. What's next?
The critters are under
I remember a
attack.
Path of Radiance one from years ago,
The lab is
and
being attacked,
it was
boss.
something absurd. It was like I came into it like 4 hours in, and it was like half of the expected runtime. Like, who
Rex
both
Chance
would
at
do
your
this?
service.
Or also, who
I'm
would
on
watch
it.
this?
The critters are under attack.
No
An entire
problem.
sleep cycle, effectively.
Ready.
I'll get on that directly.
Rex Chance at your service.
Yeah, I'm looking through some of just like scanning through the
Ready
VODs,
for
and I'm
action.
seeing a lot of stuff I'm not used to seeing. That's cool.
Lucy's being attacked.
Yeah.
I look forward to
Let's go.
going through a
The
bunch of them.
critters are under attack.
Rex Chance at your service.
Big part of the
Rex
reason I
is
fell
being
off of it was I
attacked.
feel like in the
Sounds
early
like a plan.
2020s, it just seemed like they were doing a lot of the same
How
stuff
can I
over and
help
over
you?
again.
Just
Lucy's being
oh yeah, no,
attacked.
they've
That
done a lot
shouldn't
of
be a
like
problem.
weird like
Ready for action.
they definitely
Ready.
seem a lot more
I'm
comfortable
on it.
doing like the
critters are under
weirder
attack.
stuff.
Rex Chance at your service.
Your
Dogs speedrunning.
dog speedrunning Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, they did that now. I was thinking of when the dog speed ran the.
Gyromite.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Gyromite.
no, peanut butter is back.
Ready for
Great.
action.
and streamed and managed to beat
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball for the Super Nintendo.
What does that mean? Just a game, or does that mean like a whole season?
I think... I have no idea.
To be clear, either of those is incredibly impressive for a dog. Because I'm not sure I could do that, just like offhand.
The critters are under attack.
I don't think Bo could do that.
I think you should give Bo more credit.
I mean, Bo, he likes
The
chasing
critters are under
balls.
attack.
Yeah, it'd be good defense. Does he give up the balls though?
No.
Okay,
He
it
doesn't
turns
understand
into
that
a-
half of
The
fetch.
critters are under attack.
He brings it back and then it's like, nah, it's in my mouth.
No, he's like, now chase me.
See, you're just not playing his game.
The
He
critters
refuses
are
to
under
play
attack.
yours. You gotta play his.
They're destroying our buildings.
Okay.
So, they
The
have
critters are
force
under
fields?
attack.
What's next?
They have, we needed to steal their shield tech. Next question.
Lucy's being attacked.
What would you have me do?
The lab is being attacked, boss. The critters are under attack.
For science.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is weird, but this seems fun.
Alright, we're gonna stink things up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was nodding fervently when you said that.
Yeah.
Lucy's being attacked.
I did eat Mexican for dinner.
How can I help you? That shouldn't be a problem.
Objective done. Great work,
It's
boys.
still not as good as the
I
camel
have the
farting.
genetic amplifier plans now, Rex.
Those sound effects
it's a
were
very
just too good.
impressive piece of work, so I doubt Whitey Hooten had anything to do with this one. I'll know more when we build it.
The critters are under attack.
I'll get on that directly.
I think it's very
Yes?
funny that they insist on having all the
That shouldn't
character
be a
portraits be in
problem.
sepia, despite the fact that she's here with us.
For science. Right away.
I started playing a bit of Pillars
Yes?
2 again,
Yeah.
The
and I'm just
critters
trying
are under
to get the lay of the
attack.
land and like, okay, where was I? What was I doing? I don't like what they
That
did to the
shouldn't be
character
a problem.
portraits in that game.
Rex Chance at your service.
Like, I get what they're going for in terms of trying to establish like
Oh, you mean...
the setting a bit further, but like they just look like of a lower quality in general.
Oh, well,
doesn't feel
that's
like a
because
stylistic thing.
they wanted to give every single NPC a unique portrait.
Oh,
And that's
The
why
genetic
some of them
amplifier
have that
lets us
sketchy
improve
quality
each of
to
our
them.
creature designs in some key areas. Dr.
Excellent as
Chanikoff
that.
only speculated about this kind of technology. Feel free to try it. Also, keep checking back at the genetic amplifier. I'm going to keep tinkering with it, and maybe we can continue to fine-tune our genetic designs.
Okay, this is
I'll
just
get
like
on that
your
directly.
upgrade.
The critters
reason.
are under attack.
this horrific relay that shoots into space,
Yeah.
contacting beings unknown,
Yeah.
strange
That
cosmic
research you wanted
forces.
is done. The critters are under attack.
Ready for action. What's next? No problem.
This game is
go.
weird in the way that
Sounds like a plan.
Japanese games
The
are
critters
usually
are
only
under
weird.
attack.
I'm on it.
Like you're saying, this is a weird game that should have been on
researching.
the Dreamcast.
Yeah, like I get why people haven't made these again, but there is a strange like gleefulness to how bizarre this thing is that I
Yeah.
associate with things like
With
Katamari
Tokyo
and whatnot.
Jungle.
Yeah. If this is just a result of Pulp Fiction stuff, we need more Pulp Fiction stuff, although it seems like whenever we get it, it just fails.
Yeah.
Like the Lamplighters League or...
Yeah.
The critters are under attack.
Yeah, early 2000s was
The
both an
critters are
incredible
under
time for
attack.
RTSs and also the beginning of the end. I feel like most of my favorite things that we've done here have been from the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
That research you wanted is done.
And unfortunately, also a lot of the games that we have not been able to make run in the early 2000s.
You know, it's part of it is just like the solidification of the genre, right?
Yeah, like,
StarCraft,
are just
like
weird
it is the
evolutionary dead ends.
post-StarCraft. We are going to try different things.
Done researching. The critters are under attack.
Yeah, I feel like in most genres, that leads to like a fun era of expansion and new ideas and whatnot,
And then,
which then goes further.
The critters
But in
are
this
under
case,
attack.
RTSs just kind of fell out of favor, so it kind of got kneecapped. That overall arc.
The critters are under attack.
These guys kind of got your number. Do you gotta make some new creatures?
I gotta listen. I can shoot spines out.
Or I guess you don't need to, right? You already went through a couple fights with this group leading up to this. Yeah, PC gaming was also just in a bad way until like the early 2010s. It's weird to think back on it now, but yeah, there was a point where I would not have considered playing something on PC unless there was absolutely no other way to play it. Like throughout the entire 7th generation,
Oh yeah.
like there's a several year period of time where the only PC games I played apart from my time with WoW were like 10 years old.
Oh yeah.
The critters are under attack.
Or we're just emulating things.
Yep.
Good old
I
Nessie's been
mean,
around for a
like
long
PC
time.
ports. PC ports were in a bad way.
That research you wanted is done.
Alright, Braden, how about we get through this level
And then we,
and we do something much
we-
more fun?
yeah, something
The critters are
Beloved.
under attack.
a beloved video game that definitely wasn't abandoned by its developer.
What are you talking about? Braden, you and I, well, I mean, we both love the first game in that series, and I think I might come to love the second one in the coming months, but how could the third be bad?
Yeah. I'll tell you why. By trying to appeal to too many different kinds of
The critters
Play
are under
style.
attack.
I don't know what you could possibly mean.
you know, some people like more small squad tactical
The
stuff.
critters
Some
are under
people,
attack.
Shields again. Oh, and your porcupine, your
The critters are under
porkio,
attack.
or porkio.
oh, the skunk shield also blocks ranged attacks, huh? That's a fucker.
Oh, so then that's
The critters
okay. I was
are
gonna
under
say like
attack.
your damage output seems to drop because they must not have any melee.
Because they don't have great melee.
The critters are under attack.
fine, though.
Consolization? What does that mean? Or is he playing around with consolization?
Am I avoid trying to say consolization? Yeah. I mean, part of it is also just like PC ports for consoles were bad. Or console ports for PC were terrible.
Also, maybe not a genre that has historically done well on console.
Yeah, which is why we need to play the outfit for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, you know what? That what was that? The Xbox One, or the original Xbox, I should say, game that you fell in love with for a while.
Goblin Commander.
No,
Kingdom.
Crusade?
No,
Under
yeah,
attack.
Kingdom Under Fire: The Crusade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but that
game's
game's
rad.
actually dope.
Did you play all of those?
No, I got
Just the
to the
first two
second
campaigns?
campaign.
Okay. For another time. No, Halo Wars is just actually a competent, good video game.
Yeah.
And we've done a couple of those, but that's not what
The problem
we're
with
really
Halo
here to
Wars
do.
is it's fine. And Halo Wars 2 is better than fine.
The critters are under attack.
As far as I know, I think we only have one more, what I consider to actually be a good game on here, but it's also interesting and dubious, so it deserves time. But I want to say the only 2 games that we've played on this that were like legitimately good and probably had no business being here were the Star Wars mod of AoE 2 and Majesty. Unless I'm forgetting something. Majesty is just a great game.
The critters are
I'm
under
almost
attack.
out of coal.
The critters are under attack. The critters are under attack.
So is there any reason that you couldn't, like, change the, or did you just not bother? Figured that you just went through with numbers. You're not limited in any way from changing things mid-mission, right?
No.
Oh, I hate this part of any.
Oh,
where
I
you just,
should.
like,
We should play Force Commander.
I have no idea what that is.
That is the other
critters are
Star
under
Wars
attack.
RTS.
We have another one. One of the remaining ones, Empire at War, I think it is.
No, Empire at War is the one that
This core
Petroglyph
pile has
made.
been depleted.
I know I have a Star Wars game on my at this point now only like 4 games long list.
Yeah. Empire at War is the one that Petroglyph made. It's the one that ZP always plays. Like
well,
a
that means we
weird
have
mod
to
of.
play it, so then we can then you can talk about it with authority. Because if we play Empire at War, then surely we're just as much a Star Wars expert as Chris.
Yeah, the
Redacted.
Nya. The Nya.
Max Rebo.
Objective done.
Zebo?
Yeah, Max
Great
Rebo.
work, boys.
Okay, let's get out
Yeah.
of here.
Where to?
My
I'm here for
favorite
my
type of
father.
music. My favorite
So let's head
genre.
back to his lab.
Jizz?
See
Jizz.
what we can find.
Julius's men are sure to look
Only
for
in
us
Star
there.
Wars Legends, unfortunately.
I'm betting on it, Lucy.
Okay, so
Been an hour.
Where are you, boys?
This game seems entirely competent
Oh, if you're dead, I'm gonna
Weird.
kill yous.
and Pulp
if
Fiction.
you're dead, I'm gonna kill yas.
Where you boys?
Yeah, but it appears like this game only got 1 patch, which suggests to me maybe not very successful.
That's too bad. If only they had made another successful game. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, Relic went by the wayside. to history.
Yeah.
A long forgotten.
Yeah,
developer we never heard from
who
again.
could have they might have made, I don't know, like maybe a really good, like, iconic genre defining game.
Oh, do you have another? Did they make one more game after this?
Yeah, iconic genre defining game using the same engine as Impossible Creatures
Oh boy.
with the best unit barks to ever grace the genre. Who's to say?
And it's called Dawn of War 3.
Yeah. Because you bought this for me.
It was on sale.
Darkness,
What do I do? Buy this and put this in my own library? No, thank you,
I shall
sir.
be light.
Now, where'd I put the box art?
Oh, it's just the Space Marine like screaming, right? Well, that's the picture I associate with this
Times
game.
of doubt,
No, that's the first game.
I shall keep faith.
Wasn't that? Oh no, I'm thinking of the trailer they put up for Dawn of War 3. Back when we all had, there was promise and hope in potentially another great installment in a great franchise.
Yeah. Look at all these orcs!
In throes of rage, I shall hone my craft.
It's a bad time for ads. Oh, I lucked out though. I got the picture-in-picture. There's an Eldar lady.
I shall have no mercy.
Damn biggies. Hey, you know what? I think we're seeing the best of Dawn of War 3 right now.
In the midst of battle,
Yeah.
Because this is sure
I
Warhammer.
shall have no
This
fear.
this sure is exactly what you want.
I can't wait till we're doing this in the next coming minutes.
Yeah.
I was not aware the Eldar had Titans.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the
Something
Avatars
was
of
trapped
Cain.
before it.
In
Yeah.
the face of death,
Oh yeah, you're right. They do.
I shall have no remorse.
Every faction needs one because
I sent you that GIF earlier today.
Yeah.
That's what.
They're just falling from the sky. Just corpses falling from the sky. That's great. Anyway, I
love Dawn of War.
I heard this
And its
game was
expansions.
bad, and so I didn't buy it.
You didn't have to.
And
Those
then you
friends-
bought me it. And
friends
now,
help friends.
and you said, Brayden, now you have to play this. And I said, God damn it, you're right.
Let's do it. Was there even a campaign to this, or was it just skirmish?
No, there's a campaign.
Okay. I just remember the feedback to this game was overwhelmingly negative. Not necessarily the term on Steam, but like people seem to hate this thing from the moment it dropped.
Yeah, and you know, people seem okay about Company of Heroes 3, but the problem with that game is it launched super hot. Anyway, this game said, okay, we're gonna try to do it both ways, both small squads and large infantry, and they pleased no one.
The spear of Cain shall call the wayfarers, and the storm prince shall unite them. Their victory shall shake the heavens. Orc hordes threaten to overrun planet Cyprus.
I'm assuming this is all much more recent stuff that I'm familiar with in 40k lore.
Oh, 100%.
Because all the stuff I'm familiar with is from like the late 2000s at latest.
Yet, by
No,
order of
we gotta tell you
I'm
about
pretty
the
sure the world-
Indominus Crusade.
Inquisitor Holt,
No. I'm pretty sure the world is like
reinforcements were kept in
actually
hiding
into the 42nd century.
from
Yeah.
landing upon the
Let
planet.
me tell you what happened to
42nd millennium.
Cadia.
Right, Katie got destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Big event, people,
Knights of House
Yeah.
one planet got destroyed.
on their
Yeah.
own to defend against the
Well, it was a
rampant.
fortress world, I think. That's supposed to be a big deal.
Yep.
They had purple eyes.
Help arrived when the Blood Ravens descended from the sky.
Oh yeah, the Blood Ravens. My
Once
favorite
again.
OC Warhammer Space Marine chapter.
How do you feel about motion comics, Brad?
I love it when the cutscenes are static images that are being moved. It's like animation, but not.
Angelos,
But with considerably less work.
the Inquisitor's blockade,
Yeah.
and came to the aid of House Farlock.
Oh, they're talking about Dawn of War 2 Retribution now.
We have orcs to kill.
I'll close my eyes and plug my ears for that.
The Inquisitor was not pleased.
Yes, the deep and involved story of Dawn of War.
Gotta keep
This
myself
is
pure.
Gabriel Angelos, chapter master of the Blood Ravens.
Yeah.
My space marines and I have
Hey,
deployed to the
here,
breach.
here. What if I told you, in the story of a Warhammer game, war.
There's nothing but war.
There's nothing but war in the 41st millennium.
I have will crush you.
That corpse god on his
Kill
rotten
every
throne.
orc that crosses
Yeah.
this threshold, Blood Ravens.
Well, this sure looks like an RTS. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
I have recently joined the Deathwatch game. That's it's also filled with a bunch of people you would just expect that are into Deathwatch.
Yeah, that checks out.
So far, no psychos, though. Just people who are way too familiar with very specific chapter lore. That you're like, uh-huh.
Let me tell you about Space Wolves.
Just a lot of just like, well, you know, you're a Dark Angel too. I'm like, yes.
That should stem the tide.
Not sure
for
the
now.
context is, but yep.
Lady Solaria, my brothers have the breach contained. I'm
Like
moving
Space
on.
Wolves,
Where
they're
am I
the
leading?
friendly one.
Yeah.
Them and
You
the
see, I like the salamanders
I'm on my way.
They actually interact with people.
because, well, yeah, that's why your Space Marine party member in Rogue Trader is a Space Wolf.
No, it's salamanders. They actually like interact with people on their homeworld.
Oh.
Like they live with them.
Oh.
It's weird.
Barely holding. I need to find another way up.
Or who knows? Almost all my information about Warhammer is probably considered non-canonical at this point.
That's the magic of Games Workshop, baby. Is they make people very upset about very specific lore who's-its.
There has already been one argument in that group about whether or not Gene Stealers are Tyranids or not. I don't know, it's a cool group. I enjoy
I think it's great that Gene Stealer cults are apparently one of the best, highest ranked army books for the
That
most
makes
recent
sense.
edition.
They're incredibly powerful creatures.
I require a tactical marine squad.
They're established
dropped
as
to my
being like, yo, if one of these gets unleashed, they can take over an entire like sector if people don't actually treat them as a
But it's
serious threat.
also funny because they're just like guys who are just like, yeah, we worship the four-armed emperor.
I mean, their entire thing is they basically just impregnate random people,
Yeah.
and then once impregnated, you can't help but want to care for your spawn. 40k is really dark.
Yeah.
I think it's probably at its best when you're just dealing with some of just the random war stories and stuff. There's some really rotten corners to it. Like the process by which new Chaos Space Marines is made
Yeah.
is like actually like bad enough I don't actually want to say out loud. I want to say they probably actually changed that at some point because it's really dark.
Hurry, Angelus. The communication array is just ahead of you.
On my way. I understand.
All right, we got some tactical marines.
See, once again, this just seems like fine, but it's also so cinematic and scripted that you can't really
I
tell.
can't tell yet.
The array.
Yeah, it's like that first level of the Command and Conquer game you showed me, where it's just like, I don't know, this seems good.
I mean, CNC Generals does seem good.
Make way.
Something tells me this probably struggles on weaker machines. There's a lot happening here. I could see this.
This
having
was a
serious frame rate
2017
issues.
joint.
But I don't know, from a glance, this just feels like they've returned to Dawn of War 1.
Kill that orc heavy weapon team from a distance.
Oh.
We're a good match for them.
Should have told me that after I lost most of my guys.
Played a couple levels of that Vulcan expansion.
Solaria, the array is secure.
It sure is a level back.
Yep.
There are some new enemies and a couple new bosses and stuff, new weapons, which are rad.
Dauntless, do you read?
But it's one of those things where like it just starts like you fight a great unclean one in the very first level. We're like,
Yeah.
okay, right, you're not going to build up to this. Nope, it's just
No.
What was that one? The Doom 2, the Plutonia or something?
Yeah.
You don't play this immediately after beating the biggest game, you're in for a very rough.
Yeah, but also Plutonia is just bad.
I seem to recall like I got stuck on some level where it basically just became Hexen.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, I'm just looking for something somewhere, not a glowing key or something, but like a switch or something.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like straight up, I think it is like Plutonia and TNT are both considered like both of those level packs in Final Doom are considered pretty rotten.
No reason to play that. We have a fourth and a fifth episode of Doom.
Yeah, from John Romero himself. That I need to play those. Also, 30 years worth of incredibly well-made fan levels.
I believe it, yeah. I played Thy Flesh Consumed. It's hard, but it's alright, yeah.
I mean, that's...
I mean, I'm of the opinion that episode 2 is just the one.
Affirm, Chapter Master.
I could play that every year for the rest of my life, probably. I have for like the last decade.
Oh yeah, I sometimes I replayed all of Doom 1 via Brutal Doom at one point.
Oh, that's the one with like all the lighting effects and
Brutal Doom's the one where it's just all like, oh dude, if you want to go down a hole, there are some amazing.
I only have so many I can go down.
Yeah. But Doom mods are fun. There are some very good Doom. Yeah, I have no feelings about this yet.
Is there even UI for making... I don't feel like there's UI for base building. I guess that's a question. Is there base building?
I don't remember. Because, you know, Dawn of War 2 has, like, very limited base building.
I didn't know it had any.
It does in Skirmish.
I was about to suggest, like, let's do a couple of lists, and then if we don't see
Because,
it,
yeah,
let's
in
bring
the
it up
single
in
player,
Skirmish.
there is no base building. There's some mild base management stuff in,
I'll be there soon, Lady Solaria.
Okay, so it looks like there's a hard deployment limit. Oh no, I just don't have enough power or control. What is resources? I also just think Space Marines are the most boringest 40k faction.
They can be interesting, but unfortunately, we basically just get the same 5 big chapters over and over.
Yeah,
again.
you get Ultramarines, you get Blood Angels.
You get Space Wolves. You get, like, Imperial Fists. What's the 5th one?
Grey Knights?
No, Grey Knights and Death Watch are actually interesting because they're all chapters basically. And they have a more specific thing. Dark Angels. Sorry, that's
Yeah, Dark Angels. There we go. So I think
like it's a really fascinating setting, but it's a lot of Ultramarines.
yeah.
I mean, they could at least pick an Ultramarine successor or something, because there are some cool successors. But Ultramarines' entire thing is that they're just Boy Scouts who follow things quite literally by the book.
The Codex Astartes does not condone this course of action.
Robote Gilliman would not agree. Blah, blah. Which is why I was actually so interested in the story from Space Marine initially. Because Titus's whole thing is that he's kind of a radical as far as Ultramarines are concerned. And that game ends with him straight getting taken by the Inquisition.
Yeah.
I guess they're going to continue that to some degree.
He got demoted. People figured that out.
And at some point during like one of those initial reveals, people were like, yeah, I guess some bit of his armor indicates that not only has it been like a century since then, but he got like censured or I have no idea. People just look at their armor from a glance and go like, well, he has the moral, which means X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, people are... I don't understand you people, but God bless you.
No. God Emperor, please.
God Emperor be praised.
No pillage for you.
Gotta be specific in that universe.
Only
You get cramped at it.
Yeah, so I think if I have an immediate hang up for this,
It seems,
the hero unit just seems way more effective than literal multiple squads of Space Marines.
Is this one of those situations where it just feels like if you just attacked me with them like 10 minutes ago, and I just only used your hero units went forward, it'd be fine? Like they're all
It gives off that energy, yes.
They don't actually matter. But it's still the first mission, which is...
Like, look how long it's
For a
taking multiple squads of Space Marines to take down one unit of Orc Boys.
Wait, those are Space Marines?
Yeah.
I thought those were Imperial Guardsmen, because like your guys...
No, they're scouts. They're Space Marine scouts, and then there's snipers.
Oh, like, I mean, I guess theoretically those are supposed to be like the worst, like they're the youngest. But that's such a huge power to
our sacred standard and rally beneath it, brothers.
Or I thought like maybe your guys were in Terminator armor or something and they were not, but...
I mean, I understand that Gabriel Angelos is a big boy because he's a chapter master.
Sure. Ask me anything about Morgath McClear. The Storm.
He's a named character from the other Dawn of War games.
We need a grenade there.
I noticed that the cover systems are not in.
I will not falter. Understood.
Right, yeah, they had the Company of Heroes cover, right? Or which one came first? I thought Company of Heroes 1 came before Dawn of War 2.
Yeah, Company of Heroes 1 came out before Dawn of War 2.
It has that same very fiddly nature, which is part of the reason I didn't like Dawn of War 2 initially, but I suspect that controlling half the characters won't be an issue.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, my house and I owe you Space Marines a great debt.
Okay, that was the first campaign mission.
Let's see if they give us an actual, like, proper mission going forward, not just a scripted thing.
Glory be to the chapter.
So what are we here? Are we Blood Ravens?
Yeah, Blood Ravens, because they're the OC Space Marine faction for these games.
Successor to Blood Angels, I'm guessing, or the Dark.
Their history is unknown.
Oh, are they potentially one of the unknown ones?
Yeah, that's
from the records.
That's the
Blood Ravens do not abandon loyal.
Because I think there's a couple of those for both the loyalist and the evil ones.
My word is my bond.
Yeah. Okay. Elite experience. Yeah.
There's just so many more, like, even if you just stuck to Space Marines, there's so many more interesting things you could do with it. Like, Karsharidons are neat. Like, they're this really brutal kind of, like, people hate to see them, and they're shrouded in mystery. Like, you could just do a lot more interesting things, either on, like, the, instead of just, like, the Boy Scout, like, effectively lawful good paladin nature of,
Well, yeah.
Even just using Ultramarines, you could take, like, the Marines Errant or something, who are cool
Oh,
because...
okay, we're... Okay, so there's 17 campaign missions.
Wait, how does this work? What's the difference in the...
We're Du Bois.
Okay, so you're jumping between factions with each... Okay, so what they were telling us is that we're not going to get to an actual mission.
No.
Let's see this faction, then maybe jump into skirmish.
Yeah, well, there are only 3 factions in this game.
To most, it was a scarred wasteland.
It's Space Marines, Orcs, and Eldar.
Sure, but I'm curious what the actual full experience is like, and I suspect all 3 of these are just going to be introducing unit types.
He's a war boss!
And pledged his allegiance to one of the local...
We should have more things about the Orcs. Orcs are absurd.
I played Dawn of War
larger
2 Retribution as
no
the
reason.
Orcs.
They get larger because they think they should be larger.
Yeah.
Like, confidence makes them bigger and harder to kill.
Yeah, in Dawn of War Retribution has the same story and missions regardless of which faction you pick, but the Orcs in their version of that story, they have no idea what's going on the entire time. They're like, "Oi, boss, these chaos gits are trying to blow up a planet."
That's very good.
Not my planet. It's got my stuff on it. It's basically that for the entire campaign.
A different one, because you already experienced that.
Yeah, if I would play through all of Dawn of War 2 again.
Planet Cyprus was littered with the wreckage of the armies and war machines.
I would be down for it. Co-op games are fun.
We'll see how you feel after the base campaign. If you want to do Chaos Rising or not.
I was into it up to the point where, like, I had a full squad and things were starting to get hard, and I just couldn't do a good job getting everybody together properly.
Okay.
When I'm down to just like 2 people or whatever, I'm sure it's fine. Baby mode. Are we just saying the same cutscene again?
I had to skip it.
Get down to a right proper wall.
Boy, Gorguts, over here.
He's got a grappling claw.
Going through that front door is dead.
Oh, you're just the war boss?
And open the gates from inside.
They're very powerful. Be the Necrons. Be the Tau. I have Fire Warrior installed. I'm to understand that's not good.
Well, the good news is there is a fan fix for Fire Warrior that I missed when I played that game originally.
I should check and see if that's included in God's version. They can be pretty good about that, but they're pretty hit and miss.
Yeah. But I would say the problem with
Let's get more shooter. We can shoot safe in there.
the problem with that is that you're still playing Fire Warrior. Which that game is bad.
But for the greater good. It says greater good. That trumps normal bad, right?
For the greater good.
Shout it! We're part of the plan! Right? Let's get hiding! Huh? Going already! I've got it! Go!
Yeah, they're just introducing more mechanics. Cover. Oh, what is this cover system?
something I can shoot at now.
Is the cover system like bushes in an Assassin's Creed game?
Take that.
Oh my god, it is. Literally just like this area is cover.
Let's get They controlled up there. Nothing more quickly claw can't clear.
That's me and the boys that can have a right proper war.
I'm so fearsome, the Umis opened the door for me.
Yeah, like, these individual unit squads feel useless compared to just throwing my hero unit at them.
Yeah, so this basically just feels like a simplified Dawn of War 2, but with like this token effort. Like this token visual element of Dawn of War 1. Like these characters don't matter. Like in Dawn of War 1, a hero unit like enhances whoever they're with considerably, but I don't know, like I suspect your Warboss could have killed all these guys by himself and not have been taken down even a quarter of his life. Because yeah, he didn't even lose one chunk of that bar.
After I did all the work. And you deserve to work. We wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for your plan failing at the keep. But I'm a forgiving boss. You build me a big gun here.
I feel like whenever a 40k thing that is interesting actually comes out, like it doesn't have the budget or the skill behind it. Like that, the Eisenhorn game.
Yeah.
Which part of me wants to just see what that is.
Apparently it's bad.
What? Listen, I've played multiple terrible Spiders games to completion.
Okay. Real base building.
Okay, sure. Like, if this goes by quickly enough, let's try the other one. It seems like they're at least a bit faster with the tutorials than I thought. If there's only 17 missions in the game.
Now put a generator down on that point.
I guess we did get Rogue Trader, though.
Yeah, and apparently that game seems like the most recent patch has fixed a lot of the most
egregious
issues. So I might go back to it at some point.
That's also a setting in that setting that actually makes sense for.
Yeah, I think that game does a lot of very interesting stuff, trying to show how the mundane existence.
See that war tower? It's pulled down.
Well, so like a lot of Rogue Trader stuff is like, broadly speaking, super boring.
Yeah.
But like, hey, it turns out the process of establishing a mining colony on an unknown planet is just like perfectly suited and ripe with a bunch of like adventure seeds, for lack of a better term.
Okay, they got a scrap mechanic.
Do they go around and collect scrap?
Yeah, to upgrade their weapons. Yeah, dude.
Gubbins. They're called gubbins. Thank you. That's the proper terminology.
Which is that is also a thing in That's also a thing in Total Warhammer.
Yes, they're. Oh wait, so the resource piles just like continue to fall out of the sky. I actually really like that.
Yeah, the Wa Tower increases tech level, and also it's a turret, and also it generates scrap.
Oh, so it's just shooting crap up in the sky.
Yeah.
It's. That's pretty good. Also, I like the way all these buildings are like juddering around and look like they're about to explode. Yeah, I feel like this might end up being like half of the Alien games out there, and that like it might not be a good game, but like they sure got like all of the cosmetic elements.
Yeah.
Down pat.
Hey, that squad-based tactical aliens game.
Yeah, not Fireteam Elite. What was it called? Descent.
Yeah, Aliens Dark Descent. That game is a-okay.
It's on sale for like $20. I was considering it, but considering I still want to play both Demon Hunters to completion and also Troubleshooter, I don't know.
Me claw has a trick for that.
That's a lot of XCOM.
Stand behind me, lads.
Oh, this is silly. Oh, look at this.
I'm in the ad, so I'm just looking through the tiny picture-in-picture now. Is this...
I can use his
like
little spinny claw to create cover.
Oh, that's what that is. I was like, is that like a maelstrom around you? What the hell is that? Yeah, you know what? If you were to tell me this game actually has a bunch of neat ideas, but is utterly, like, handicapped by both, like, the development cycle and by, like, the broader design choices, I'd believe you.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
But yeah, more and more I get the impression that maybe this would have been more interesting as, what if you just had like 3 or 4 theory units? And none of...
Oh, you mean like, Dawn of War 2?
No, like something else. I don't think they made a second one. I think this is like a Breath of Death 7 situation, like
yeah.
they just made one Dawn of War and they called it 3. Okay, command points, sure.
Yeah, it's still that. Yeah.
Recognizably Relic, my name of our documentary.
Yeah. Yep. Remember how Relic bought their independence from Sega recently?
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, because there were a bunch of layoffs.
Oh.
Because Company of Heroes 3 underperformed.
That was a while ago.
That was last year.
Company of Heroes 3 was last year?
Yes.
Why did I think that was... Oh no, is it just that Company of Heroes 1 had a really long tail on it?
Company of Heroes 2 had a very long tail.
Okay.
Like, they were putting out new multiplayer factions for that game until, like, a year or 2 ago.
I'm curious, what are they working on now? Have they announced anything?
They're still making Age of Empires 4.
Sure. I'll play that at some point. Also, that Mythology game's coming out.
The remaster of Age of Mythology, yeah.
Yeah, I had a buddy who was huge into it, but...
I like Age of Mythology. Now that I'm an Age of Empires 2 expert.
I believe you.
In that I lose only 75% of the games I play online.
Oh, so Soulstorm, you meant Dawn of War Soulstorm.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I ever played that.
No, there's a mod for that game. Yeah, because it's bad.
Oh, it's straight up listed on Relics website, Dawn of War Soulstorm.
Yeah.
In their franchise page.
So the thing about Soulstorm is that Soulstorm was not was farmed out.
I don't think they've announced what they're doing next.
So yeah, Dawn of War Soulstorm was farmed out to a different studio. And so
see, now I'm curious and I'm looking into rumors.
Yeah. And so it's considered to be pretty bad.
You played Dark Crusade, right?
Yeah,
Is
Dark
that the
Crusade.
One you were really positive on?
Dark Crusade, yeah, the campaign, the little sandboxy campaign for Dark Crusade is great.
Yeah, I've been wanting to kind of go back and play Dawn of War 1 again because there's just not a lot of Warcraft 3 likes
Yeah.
out there, and I like that. I don't think I ever beat Winter Assault. I played most of it. But yeah, I never played Dark Crusade, and I think I have everything on Steam.
What are you shooting? We get the pick of the loot! Got some luck to shoot! We got stick bombs now! Yeah, I lead Orc Spotter!
Okay, I see. So if you get Shoota boys, get stick bombs.
Shooter boys?
Shoota boys. And then Orc boys just get
Oh, I don't have it. All I have is Winter Assault. Despite having the Game of the Year edition.
It was a standalone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You see if it's on sale. It's old enough, it might be super cheap.
Yeah,
it's considering you can get the entire Dawn of War Master collection for $8.
Yeah.
Or that might be taken into account what I already have.
Okay, so you can hype up your melee boys, and they will.
What is it, boss? What's that?
Where your knobs at?
Bleeds like a stuck squid. Move it!
Yeah, I don't know. I think about this that seem disappointing, but at the same time, I don't know. There's some cool ideas here.
Yeah, but these are ideas that were done better in Company of Heroes 2. Or even Dawn of War 2.
Yeah, you guys being shot by cotton dancing dragon, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And I accidentally grabbed one of my workers.
What if I bought Dawn of War 3 for myself?
You can do that. I'm not going to stop you.
I can't help you, really.
I can't help you.
Okay, I might because there's a bundle specifically for Dark Crusade. This is the cheapest way for me to get Dark Crusade.
Okay. Then yeah.
Whoops.
Get all of those.
I bought Dawn of War 3 twice in the last week.
It's okay. I bought Mento a copy of Serpent and the Staglands.
I can see Mento being into that.
Because I was trying to buy him Black Geyser, but unfortunately because of price, because he lives in the land of the King's Pound, it wouldn't let me sell him Black Geyser.
I wasn't doing nothing. Yeah, time to armor up.
Yeah, I super think the Stagland is really neat. It takes way too long to get going.
Yep.
And I think the dungeons in that game are way too long. There's way too many dead ends that you feel like you just spend 30
People
minutes
seem
on.
very indifferent about Mecha Jammer, which is the other from Whale Knot.
Which I believe is just a married couple, right?
Yeah, Whale Knot is also, it's literally just a couple.
It's incredibly impressive.
It is a husband-wife couple.
Like, Ska, right?
Yeah.
But I guess even Ska's.
I mean, you know, they're still. I imagine they still, you know, do like outsourcing and.
Yeah, especially with August. I know people weren't a big fan of that Land of the Star game.
People seem. I mean, it would require them to put Salt and Sacrifice on Steam for people to know. Oh,
that's the reason why.
That's the reason why no one fucking talked about that game. It's because it was an EGS money hat exclusive.
So less that it's maybe not good, and more just people don't actually have experience with it to know one way. Or
Yeah,
another.
like not enough people played it to actually have a take. Is my.
Well, that's never stopped.
Oh, we got knobs.
I was asking for them.
The knobs will get taken their scrap. Once you get the scrap, you can get the choppa toss.
I'm curious. They actually seem to have a substantial life bar. Do you think they might actually have an impact?
No.
You don't?
No.
Is this one of those? Okay, so is this just the inverse of Dawn of War 1, where your unit's like augmented a strong army, and in this case, it's your army augments a strong hero?
Yeah.
Like, it's sure cool that they're here, but ultimately your damage potential is coming from Big Man. Big Man? Yeah, like watching him like take 10 seconds to come into to range, it feels like those guys didn't know. Why does this platform make me think of Trauma? Both the show and the game. Kevin Sorbo Zone.
Are you talking about Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda?
Yeah. I was talking about both that and Mass Effect. I think I'm the only person that thinks that Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda in the year of our Lord 2024.
I am not thinking about Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda, I'm sorry.
You're thinking about that Canadian show. With the sex related. Elex? No, that's a video game. What was it? Gatsu's here, I can remember the show. What's the sci-fi Canadian show?
Lex?
Lex. I was almost there. I was a letter.
Yeah, no, we've gotten to the 4th season of Lex.
But you're watching the entire thing?
In that people I know on a different Discord are watching the entire thing over the course of the last year.
That's wonderful.
Lex is fucking terrible. Lex, I think you should watch.
And I got burned by the later seasons of Farscape.
It's bad. But it's...
So are the later seasons of Farscape.
Yeah. But, like, Lex is bad in specific ways.
Oh, it's the Eldar.
Yeah.
The web way.
These claws, one of a...
Yeah, my feelings on Lex are that it is very bad, but it is bad in fascinating ways, where it is like, it perhaps betrays a lot about, let's say, the people who made it.
In a good or bad way?
In a bad way.
Speaking of bad,
like it's trying to be quote unquote sexy. Like the entire time it's trying to be sexy, but it's also like.
I remember seeing the cast photos of that. I remember it's like attractive girl and then these two guys who are doing everything they can to look like weirdos.
Oh yeah,
so
no.
Is it those three people being sexy with each other?
Well, listen, Stanley Tweedle.
What? That's not an actual name.
No.
Stanley Tweedle is an Of Mice and Men character.
No, Stanley Tweedle is
You don't send a boy to the knobs. Shut this still, fighting!
Don't worry, boss. We're still charging the
I watched almost the entirety of the Highlander show growing up. Because there's just a lot of badly choreographed sword fights. And that was cool. It was one of those examples of a show where they hired a like a model with like some token amount of actual fighting experience.
Yeah.
It's like none of the choreography was good, but like that guy sure could fucking swing that sword. Also, that showed a cool thing where like the other main character had an entirely like negative character arc. I don't remember if they ever how they resolved that, but like the Highlander he takes under his wing becomes like one of the biggest problems in the coach. I would probably watch that show again over that first movie. I'm not a big Highlander movie fan.
Stick to the main cannon. What? I wasn't doing. We seems like a match. Let's warm us up in the mind, boss. Leg it and ready. We got super boys ready to get serious.
Yeah, I just pointed my hero.
You attack with your hero and the fight's over?
And
all his friends are dead? They didn't do anything?
Not really.
Well, it seems like if like that little group of Eldar that walked over there. Never mind. You scanned away from them, and I figured like they'll be dead by the time we get back, and then like 10 seconds later they're still fighting. And they killed almost all your characters.
Oh, that's very stupid. We're going to move the big gun back to the camp by shooting it over and over again to blow it backwards.
I think my parallel with the Aliens franchise was entirely on point.
Yeah.
All the cosmetic elements of 40K are exquisitely captured.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that. So you just gotta shoot this thing down the ramp?
Yeah. Alright, gonna taunt him with my knobs.
Although, you know what? Small complaint. The text on the top on the bar, big gun power level, spelled differently. It's the details. It should be power. And also, it should be biggin, not big gun.
What's the job, boss? Let's get him. I will take that.
These boys are trolling for a fight.
So smash them and chop them.
Yeah, I'd be curious in seeing you jump into skirmish for a few minutes as the Eldar. Like, I don't want to go through another scripted thing, but I'm curious.
Yeah, like, what is the competitive?
Yeah, like, how much base building is there from the start, or, like, there are things about this I think I might actually enjoy, but yeah, it is a real weird, like, middle ground between 1 and 2, where I don't see how fans of either would be happy with this. I get why everybody was angry about this. Like, you should, if you're gonna, I don't know, if you're gonna look to either thing, you should have just stuck to one.
I think.
Because on paper, like, everything I'm seeing about this, I like. I like how many characters, like how many unit types have, like, active abilities. I like the focus on the hero units. Some base building, but not much. This is probably the end of the level, right?
Yep.
I appreciate how minimalistic the UI is. A lot of real estate devoted to actual action, especially after Impossible Creatures, which took a full like third of the screen.
Yeah, I mean,
Appreciative.
part of that is also, Impossible Creatures was made for, let's say, 800 by 600 displays. Maybe
I've erased those
1024
from my
by
mind.
768 if you were spicy.
Oh god, you have to hit it again?
Yeah.
Okay. This is maybe not a great second level. I guess it's better than an escort class, but...
What is shooting? When I leave, I can always get it.
What's the job, boss? Shoot is slugging it. Let's get moving. We get the pick of the loot.
Okay, I only have to do it once more though.
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, I'm curious. When you click on the can you build stuff, what is the UI for? So it just repurposes.
Oh,
that
there are building units. The little knobs, or the little Gretchens.
Yeah, I was curious. I was just wondering where it
right
showed
now
up.
they're only 3 buildings.
So the entirety of the bottom left thing is context sensitive. Oh jeez. It's maybe a little too minimalistic. I think I'd appreciate a thing on the bottom right of the building.
You got shooters will bang it out.
But yeah, I'm hardly playing optimally here.
It doesn't seem like that's hurting you. It is the second level, though. First of its race. And it does seem like you might. Oh yeah, your guy's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, but I can just go over one of those healing
Oh, that's what those are?
little green things. Yeah.
I'm actually curious. The Eldar seem to be doing way more damage. Is there a triangle in this? You think? Eldar beat Orc? Orc beat
No,
Yumi,
if I had
Yumi
to
beat
guess,
Eldar?
it's just the Eldar have good range and not.
The Eldar are legging it!
That's very good. It just shoots itself down the road.
Works good! Too good if you ask me. Gretchen, before we hand this off to Git Stomper, I need you to make some modifications.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of craft to this. All these animations are great.
Oh yeah,
Colorful.
money was put into this.
Right, we got one. Now we got 8.
This absolutely deserved to be played here.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop into
Well, yeah,
skirmish
let's see
just
what
for a few
see what the
minutes.
Eldar are like.
It was a bit of bother to
Yeah.
get her back to your camp, but it...
Show me your wraith bone, Braden.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God. All right. How do I skirmish?
Wasn't there a play with
Okay, here we
bots
go.
option I saw? Yeah, but no chaos, huh?
Yeah. No. Only 3. Oh, I see. So you get your choice of 3 heroes. And then, so this is building off of a Company of Heroes.
Who's the top lady? Is that what's her face?
Farseer
No, it's a different
Matcha, Striking Scorpions.
Yeah, let's kill some beakies.
So, yeah. So this is definitely building off of some of the ideas from
So what, you have an Eldar lady in your...
Company of Heroes, where you are building loadouts that determine your choosing doctrines. Improved plasma grenade.
Yeah, and my assumption is that this did not actually get good support.
No.
So it's not like there's an expansion you're missing or something.
No. Oh, no.
This was put out to die.
This did not.
I'll check its page just in case.
No, this...
Only mixed reviews. That's a lot better than I would have figured. Yes, quite literally nothing else.
Yeah. No, this
Put out to die.
This game died. This game was put out to die.
Was reviewed very well. I don't recognize any of these places though. That's telling.
Oh, they're all European outlets. If it's all
Hey, don't worry. Every i.it gave this an 8.8 out of 10.
Ah, yes, of course, Italia.
And GameGuru.ru gave it 10. And I don't think I have to tell you what Jouactu.com gave this out of 20.
With song it will be wrought.
What's .nl?
Not fighting shall be craft.
I can't even think of NL.
Okay, so the way the multiplayer works is you have to defend your power core.
Netherlands. Okay, so it's Dota. So in this case, it's probably a Soul Crystal or whatever. Eldar.
Yeah, Eldar. Hey, they're fast.
Okay,
Get this.
How many buildings are there?
The Eldar, they go fast.
You have 4 buildings or 5?
6 buildings.
6 buildings. Okay. Maybe not enough buildings for me. And I don't even need much.
Dire Avengers answer the call. Now. I shall lend my voice to your song. Dire Avengers await your orders.
Make an Eldar Ranger.
Ready here.
Okay.
That's a thing.
Unlocking Rangers.
Yeah, I gotta unlock Rangers for that. I'm sorry.
0 out of 10. I can't believe that Netherlands gaming website I've never heard of.
My song
Lied.
wish a short voyage, I hope. Ours to do as we see fit.
I mean, if you can't trust the Dutch, who can you trust?
Upgrade complete.
I don't know. Icelanders.
Yes. Very well then.
I mean, Iceland is a country with a population of like 200,000 people total, and most of them live in Reykjavik.
I move with art and
Basically a city-state.
Yeah.
Quite literally a city-state in Civ, right?
Summoning Rangers.
I don't know if they still do that in 6.
Seeking cover. A Ranger has answered the call. Enemy force met. Northwest of your position. Rangers shall aid our cause. You high trek. A requisition generator is complete. Definitely now, Dire Avengers.
Oh, good for France. Really,
Yeah, the Front National did not win a majority. The thing about that always like made me go crazy was the fact that those fuckheads are literally have roots in Vichy collaborators.
I'm when all the information about like how they're gonna whatever came out, I'm really ever hesitant to ever I just trust that we should assume that we're always behind, but I always refuse to believe if this makes any sense. Like,
Yeah.
I refuse to believe reports that we are, just because I feel like that's often a tactic, considering how many right-wing people own all the media.
Oh, well, listen, I don't know
Like
if you
all
know
this
this.
stuff happening with Biden right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. Joe Biden's old, and that's why,
He's definitely not. Obviously he's gonna run again, but that whole thing going on was like,
We have lost a power generator.
really tired of him.
Summoning howling banshees.
I do greatly envy the decades that my father spent implicitly trusting the news, because there was a point at which you could.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, so this seems like a,
But speaking of fascism, Dawn of War 3.
yeah, this seems like it is building upon the ideas of Company of Heroes 2 and Dawn of War 2, maybe in the wrong way.
Like,
This also
at best,
reminds
this
me
is
of...
lateral.
This also has a similar structure to that Age of Sigmar RTS that fucking bombed last year.
I'm not even aware of this. What is that called?
Oh, I have it. It's called Realms of Ruin, because I believe friend of the show, Reki, it was in a Humble Monthly.
To the attack! For a challenge.
Age of Sigmar is weird.
Yeah.
Generator complete. Light
Oh, I'm
enemy
looking
force
into this.
net. North of your
This
position.
is Empire 3.
A little bit, yeah.
This campaign mode.
Kill. Ready. Moving there now. Attacking. Joyous, traverse the mayhem.
That's bizarre.
Okay.
And again, I think Empire 3 is actually weirdly out of its time.
If it wasn't terrible, yes.
And badly tuned.
Yeah.
I just feel like if that game came out 10, 15 years later, the algorithms would be so much more honed to actually make an interesting and dynamic campaign.
Yeah.
That's, not scripted in any way.
Yeah.
Instead, you start a mission, they spawn your opponent 10 feet from your base.
Yeah, no, just play Dawn of War 1 Dark Crusade. If you want a good sandbox campaign. Yeah. If you want a good sandbox campaign for that setting. Alright.
Brad, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for putting this in my Steam library.
Alright, I think
ZP is still playing Anachronox, so I'm going to rate him.
Alright, have a good rest of your night.
Alright, everyone have a good one.